Punk Revolution now. Hey everybody, today we're going to be reviewing Pyrrhon's newest album, Abscess Time. Okay, Abscess Time, you already know. It's going to be death metal with an album title like that. That is fucked up and insane and crazy. But for real, this is a crazy band, honestly. Like, definitely one of the most chaotic, technical death metal bands of the past decade. I was fortunate enough to see them live at St. Vitus in Brooklyn. They are a Brooklyn-based band. When they released their last album, What Passes for Survival, a chaotic, anti-capitalist, technical death metal album, blew my mind, super chaotic. Kind of a band that was really difficult for me to penetrate at first because of how dense and chaotic and crazy and abrasive it was. But you know what? I'm a big boy now. I can handle technical death metal. So you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and we're gonna just go ahead and start by taking a look at the album cover of the new album. Here we go, Punk Revolution now. So this album cover looks like a freaking Yu-Gi-Oh card, and because freaking Pyrrhon literally posted a freaking picture of this freaking album cover as a Yu-Gi-Oh card on their Facebook page, it kind of ruined the whole fucking album cover for me, so I don't want to talk about the album cover. Let's talk about the music. So musically, what is going on here? Well, first let me just say, if you're not accustomed to metal, this is gonna sound like just fucking pure chaos to you, impossible to penetrate, just super atonal, just chaos, crazy rhythms. Sometimes the vocals are like, bleh, and sometimes they're like, ah, it's just like, also just all over the place, impossible to fucking follow along. If you're not accustomed to metal. If you are accustomed to technical death metal, and you are a fan of like, you know, gorguts and all that shit, you're probably gonna enjoy this too. But even still, this is still a band that is actually pretty darn hard to follow along. This is avant-garde, technical death metal, you know, just playing all over the place, constantly shifting rhythms, sometimes incorporating kind of like doom metal, just slowing it down, fucking you up. But, you know, Pyrrhon has always been a band that's really hard to follow, which is a lot of fun for some people, but also miserable for others. I think it's a lot of fun. But I'd say in this album, Abscess Time, the range of sounds they are covering, you know, just constantly keeping you on your toes, is at their highest. They are touching on all sorts of sound. Take the song Abscess Time, the opening track, the title track, okay? Starts with the usual dirty, crazy, atonal, Pyrrhon madness you would expect. Fucking crazy, fun, awesome, chaotic riffs. And then kind of like halfway through the song gets into a fucking groove that sounds like it's just like fucking like, you're like boom, boom, boom. Like it's just like a fucking just boom, boom, boom. Just like super heavy, atonal, banging on these chords. They're so groovy. It sounds like you're listening to early Swans. It sounds like you're listening to Swans' album Filth, which is so sick. So it's got that, you know, crazy technical, you know, gorguts-esque death metal coming together with freaking noise rock in the same vein as Swans, and that's so cool, and it sounds so good. I love it. And that's just at the tip of the iceberg. Throughout this whole album, they're just shifting around and doing all sorts of crazy stuff. You know, the way they're shifting around so much with all these crazy rhythms, keeping you on your fucking toes like insane. It kind of reminds me a bit of mathcore. I do hear some occasional riffs that are kind of hypnotic that remind me of Converge sometimes, those slow and creeping riffs that build up and just kind of the tension builds and it's so dirty and nasty and fun, okay? It's dirty and nasty and fun. Dirty and nasty. If there's one word to describe Pyrrhon, it's going to be dirty. Second word, nasty. Third word, fun. It's actually kind of gross. This music is gross. There's nothing fun about it. But you know what? They're continuing their anti-capitalist themes here. Listening to this album makes your IQ increase, okay? It literally because you're going to be listening to incredibly technically impressive music, and the themes and lyrics about the relationship that humans have to each other through class and through the relationship they have to nature and how they're destroying nature in the name of capitalism is going to make your IQ grow on top of the complex music. And honestly, this is probably their most accessible album because they are venturing into so many different genres. So like if you like death metal, or excuse me, if you like noise rock but you don't like death metal, this album might scratch your toes in a positive way, the same way maybe a band like Stabscotch might, okay? Another kind of avant-garde noise rock band. So honestly, this is my favorite metal of the album over the year I've heard so far. I'm giving this an 8.2 out of 10. It's a blast. It's a lot of fun. You know what? Just go check it out. If you like technical death metal, go check out this band Pyrrhon. They've established themselves as one of the best technical death metal bands of the past decade. Go check them out. Punk Revolution.